Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The air in Hope Valley feels charged with a kind of anticipation that longtime Hearties say they haven't sensed in years. With filming moving deeper into 2025, the production of the beloved series has taken on an energy that blends nostalgia with daring new directions. At the heart of it all is the promise that Season 13 will not only honor the legacy of the show, but also reignite storylines in ways that could reshape how fans view certain characters forever. Cast and crew whispers hint at major shifts romances that finally reach their long-awaited turning points. Friendships tested under impossible circumstances. And an atmosphere on set where the stakes are being raised higher than ever before. Those who have followed When Calls the Heart from the beginning know that the show has always been about community, resilience, and love that finds a way in the most unexpected places. But what makes the upcoming chapter different is the sense that everything is building toward a culmination. Some insiders describe it as a season of fulfillment, others as a season of reckoning. Both terms feel fitting because the storytelling appears poised to balance tender resolutions with dramatic confrontations. It isn't just about Elizabeth Thornton finding the courage to embrace a future she once feared, or Nathan Grant stepping out from the shadow of past regrets. It's about Hope Valley itself stepping into a new era where change can no longer be resisted. Reports from the set suggest that the creative team has gone to extraordinary lengths to refresh the scenery, adding new touches to familiar streets and buildings. The saloon, for example, has been dressed with subtle details that suggest a shift in ownership or management, sparking theories that Lucas's absence or perhaps transformation will play a bigger role than anyone initially expected. Meanwhile, the schoolhouse has reportedly been given a warmer, almost golden look. A deliberate choice to mirror Elizabeth's inner world as she finally embraces joy after so many trials. Even Abigail's café, a setting that has carried the emotional weight of countless conversations, has been reimagined to reflect the spirit of renewal and second chances that Season 13 seems ready to champion. Behind the camera, the atmosphere is equally fascinating. Erin Krakow has been spotted sharing lighter moments with Kevin McGarry between takes, their chemistry radiating even when the cameras aren't rolling. Observers say that this genuine camaraderie is helping shape the tone of Elizabeth and Nathan's evolving romance. There's talk of a storyline that allows them to blend humor, vulnerability, and deep emotional intimacy in ways that will finally feel like a reward for fans who have waited patiently. Unlike previous seasons, where hesitation and uncertainty dominated, this time around there appears to be a conscious effort to give the couple moments that feel earned and unbreakable. Yet it's not just about Elizabeth and Nathan. The writers seem determined to balance multiple story arcs so that no character feels left behind. Rosemary and Lee, ever the heartbeat of Hope Valley, are said to be facing a new challenge that tests not their marriage but their shared ambitions. Rumors suggest that a new opportunity for expansion could pit Lee's practical instincts against Rosemary's flair for grand vision, creating both tension and comedy in equal measure. Viewers might finally see just how far Rosemary will go to prove that she can balance being a mother with her dream of shaping the cultural life of the town. Fiona's story also continues to grow in intriguing ways. For years, she has symbolized the progressive edge of Hope Valley, bringing with her ideas of modernity and innovation. Word is that Season 13 explores whether she will stay rooted in the valley or be pulled toward opportunities in larger cities, creating a question of belonging that resonates with anyone who has ever felt torn between two worlds. Her choices could have ripple effects for the younger generation, especially for Clara and Jesse, who are rumored to be making decisions about family and legacy that will echo far into the town's future. Perhaps the most surprising development, however, comes from whispers about new arrivals. Casting updates are scarce and carefully guarded. But one insider hinted at a character who carries secrets that will directly connect to Hope Valley's past. This isn't the type of character who will appear briefly and disappear. Rather, this person seems designed to stir long-settled waters, forcing the town to confront history it may have tried to forget. Speculation ranges from a long-lost relative of a familiar face to someone tied to the Mountie service whose arrival could challenge Nathan's authority or even his sense of identity. Whatever the truth, the fact that such secrecy surrounds this role suggests the writers are preparing a dramatic reveal that will dominate conversation once it airs. What makes all of this even more captivating is the way the show is layering real-world themes into its fictional narrative. The 1910s setting continues to serve as a lens for exploring timeless questions. How do communities rebuild trust after divisions? How do individuals balance tradition with progress? And how does love survive when tested by hardship? The writers seem especially interested in portraying Hope Valley as a town where every triumph is earned, where growth comes with both sacrifice and joy. Fans will likely recognize echoes of their own lives in the choices the characters make, which has always been the secret ingredient behind the show's longevity. There is also talk of a deeper exploration of faith, not necessarily in overt ways, but through subtle story beats that remind audiences of the values that bind Hope Valley together. Scenes filmed in the church reportedly feature more intimate gatherings, emphasizing the power of collective hope rather than grand sermons. This creative choice feels designed to ground the season in a sense of authenticity, because at the end of the day, When Calls the Heart is about ordinary people finding extraordinary strength. Even more intriguing are the rumors about how this season might end. While details remain closely protected, one source described the finale as a bridge rather than a conclusion. In other words, it won't simply tie up storylines, but instead open the door to possibilities fans haven't dared imagine. Sense of expansion could involve characters making bold moves, some leaving Hope Valley, others returning, and perhaps even a long-awaited reunion that could shift the entire emotional landscape of the show. As production continues, the energy surrounding the series has spilled beyond the set. Hearties across social media are abuzz with theories, artwork, and fan-written predictions. What's striking is how engaged the fanbase remains after more than a decade. This is not a community that has grown weary, but one that treats every hint of news as a treasure. The actors, in turn, have been generous with behind-the-scenes glimpses, though always careful not to give away too much. Their playful interactions and heartfelt gratitude toward fans have only deepened the bond between audience and cast. When one considers the broader landscape of television in 2025, it's remarkable how When Calls the Heart continues to stand apart. In an era where so many shows chase shock value, Hope Valley thrives by offering sincerity. Yet, sincerity doesn't mean predictability. The upcoming season proves that the writers are more than willing to take risks, as long as those risks honor the spirit of the show. This delicate balance between tradition and innovation is what will likely keep audiences tuning in week after week, eager to see not just what happens, but how it happens in the weeks to come. More details will inevitably surface. Promotional materials will begin to drop, teasers will ignite discussions, and fans will dissect every frame in search of hidden clues. But for now, what's most exciting is the sense of possibility. Hope Valley feels alive in a way that suggests Season 13 could mark a turning point in the history of When Calls the Heart. Whether it's through long-delayed confessions, surprising alliances, or the arrival of characters who stir everything we thought we knew. One truth seems certain: the journey ahead will be unforgettable. And perhaps that is what makes this moment so special. Standing at the threshold of a new chapter, both the characters on screen and the fans watching from home are invited to embrace the unknown. After all, the story of Hope Valley has always been about more than a single romance, a single conflict, or a single season. It's about the enduring belief that love, in all its forms, is worth fighting for. And in 2025, that belief shines brighter than ever.